Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're here today because we thought we were done with those fall projects, and guess what? My daughter found another one that we should be doing. So let's get right to the craft desk and get started. Let's go. Little quick tip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay one placemat down, and then I'm going to take one placemat. I'm going to turn one face down with the good side facing down. I'm going to take one with the good side facing up, and I want to make sure that they match up, because a lot of times when you get these from the Dollar Tree, some of them are off center, and so we want to make sure they line up. And if they line up, what we want to do, hang on, let me reach up there and get some of my clips. We kind of want to hold it in place, and I'm taking some of these clips right here, and I'm going to take and just clip it at the top, and then that way, and I'm going to clip it over here, that way I can make sure that nothing's moving on me. And then I'm going to go over here to the side. Now I've taken all the, the first thing you need to do is you need to take all these tags off. So we're going to cut those off. What happened to my scissors? Here's my scissors. Okay, we're going to cut all these tags off. And we're going to make sure that we take off any tags like this that are in there. Like these right here. You want to make sure you take those off too, because when you're on, if you're sitting on the pillow and it lean against that and hear that sound, you're going to go, wow, these are some cheap made pillows. But we want to make these look really, really nice. So by taking and lining this up like this, let me get more of my clips down here with me. And these little clips you can get at the Dollar Tree too. By lining this up, we're going to ensure that everything matches up. Now, we're going to also do this end right here, the short end. Okay, and I need, you're going to leave, this is what you should have. You should have all four corners clipped like this, and then one end clipped. And that's to make sure nothing moves on you when you start hot gluing. Now we're going to take this and fold it back just like this, and this is the end that we're going to stuff it from. So we're going to take and put some hot glue from here to the corner, and you want to make sure you got plenty of hot glue out for your hot glue gun, because it's going to take a little bit. Now this is the no-sew method, okay? And we're going to run that hot glue to the corner, and then we're going to take and put this down and press that down. Then we're going to come over here. Now we want to leave enough room to stick our hand in, just like that. Okay? And then we're going to take and hot glue this side. I'm just checking to make sure I have all y'all in the camera range so you can see. And the good thing about this is if it ever comes apart, being outside, this will hold up good. And if it ever comes apart, and you just press that down, and you want to make sure that you can still get your hand in there, and do it while the glue's still drying, and then you press it and hold it for a few seconds. And you want to make sure you get these corners lined up good so that it looks like it's not glued together. You want to make sure there's no glue popping out here or here, because that's what makes it look cheap and makes it look like you did it. Okay, we're going to go to the other end, and we're going to take that clip off of there, and we're going to roll that edge up. Now this edge over here, let me put it this way in the camera so you can see. Now this edge here, you're going to glue from top to bottom, but you're going to want to start up here, and you want to make sure you're pushing your corners up where they match. Let me get my glue gun up here, and I'll take that corner, put a little bit there, make sure that corner matches up really good, and hold that down for a second. Now I can take, and on this little strip right here is where I'm putting the glue. And I did these last year at Christmas time for my girls for Christmas, and they had the buffalo plaid with nothing on them, and I made them for them for Christmas for them to put on their porches and stuff, and they just loved them. So let's put some more glue down right here, and I'm just following that line, making sure that I put plenty of glue in there. And if it's not matching up and it's too long or too short right here, if it gets to be where it's hanging over like this, then you want to adjust your material as you're gluing it down to fit and make it look like it's seamless and make it look like it's expensive. That's the whole idea of doing your own crafts at home. You want to make sure that they look just like, if somebody walked in your house, they'd say, oh, they'd want to know where you bought this from. And see how I'm adjusting that right there? I've glued the corner first, and then I'm going back and pulling that material where it'll match up. And I think that's a lot of things that a lot of people like. See how all my seam from one end to the other end matches up? If you pull and adjust that material through there, see how it matches up? And if you pull and adjust this material through here as you're putting it together, it'll look store-bought. It'll look better than store-bought. It won't look homemade. Okay, now we're going to do the long end. And we're going to start up at one corner. Now we already know all of our corners match because we've done the short end, we've done the short ends. So all of these corners will match. So we can take these off now on both sides. You want to take your clips off on both sides. And then you're going to start right here with your bead of glue. Make sure I got glue in my glue gun. You're going to start right here on this line again. And you're going to start up here at the top, and you're going to put that glue down. Now you want to make sure you put plenty of glue down. My glue's not going in. Alright, hold on. I gotta put this down first. Okay, so I'm matching it up, and I'm bringing it over to the edge. And if you have some that seeps out like that just did, let it dry. Let this dry, and then you can pull it off of there, okay? But look how seamless that looks. And we'll clean up that in a few minutes. Let me get my glue gun adjusted here because I got to get that glue stick in there. There we go. Alright, put more glue down. Okay, and you guys see the tip of my glue gun, how narrow it is? I got this at Walmart, and it is a Sure Bonder, and I got the small one. And get that glue off of there. I have several different kinds of glue guns. You can use the one that Dollar Tree has. And I'll fold this up so I can get it in the camera for you. But this glue gun has such a small tip that I can get in and do fine projects. And it puts down a little bit of glue at a time, not a whole lot, which makes it really easy. Now we're here at the end, and we're going to kind of work those ends in so that it's nice and smooth across there, because this is the top of our pillow, and you want to make sure that when you put this one on, if the other one on the other side has the word, make sure it's facing the right way, okay? All right, now here's that glue that was there, and it's dry now, and I can just take that and either cut it off with a pair of scissors or pull it out of there with my fingers. And then I just kind of want to make sure that nothing else is showing through there. And that looks really good. Now we're going to do the bottom side. Okay, see how this is trying to go over, this is trying to go over the edge overlapped this edge, and so I just grabbed it right here and pulled it. And that's okay that it puckers right here, because if it puckers right here, it's not going to matter anyway, because this pillow is going to be filled. Okay, now we've got it ready to go. It's all
ready to go. We can put our hand in this end. Now let's get it stuffed. Okay? I have some old pillows here that my daughter gave me that she wants me to take the stuffing out of. And we're just going to stuff this pillow for her back porch. And then these old pillows, case coverings, we'll just get rid of them. And so we're going to stuff these. Now, you want to take and make sure you take your finger and stuff that up in the corners so that it fills the corners. And you want to go over here to this side and take your finger, your pointer finger, and you're just going to stuff your corners. And then you're going to want to do over on this end. This is the correct way to stuff a pillow. My husband told me about that. Okay, gotta get some more stuffing for this other corner. He's an upholsterer, and he does upholstery work, and he's very good at it. He's been doing it for years.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri started talking to me. Okay, now we're going to take the rest of our stuffing and just start stuffing the rest of the pillow all the way down. Now, you could have left this whole end open if you wanted to, but it'd be hard to stuff your corners like we did first if you did that. So you want to make sure. And if you're using old stuffing from pillows, make sure you're pulling it apart and putting it in there piece by piece. Don't just pull it out of that pillow and stuff it in there. You want to make sure you're pulling it apart. That way you have little pieces in there and it doesn't seem to be lumpy. You don't want a lumpy pillow. Alright, y'all, I'm going to keep stuffing this pillow, and as soon as I get done, I'll be right back, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like. And then we'll glue the other end. Okay? So, I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, we've got our pillow all stuffed, and it's nice and firm and no lumps, because we took that batting that was in the other pillow and took it and stuffed it in there and pulled it apart and put the stuffing in. So what we're going to do now is we've got to glue up this end. So we want to make sure our stuffing's in there, and we're going to take that end. And the reason why you don't want to leave the whole thing open, you can, but the reason why you don't is because it's going to make it harder to close this in. And see, we've only got a little bit to close, and so we've kind of got to hold that pillow up and glue right here, because if we try to do it down flat, it's not gonna the pillow doesn't lay flat because it's rounded now. So we're gonna stick this glue on one side of this pillow, and I'm gonna only do part of it, and then I'm gonna bring that part together, making sure that I match the sides, and I'm gonna press it together really good, because that's gonna get the fibers of the material and the glue to squish through them. Okay, so we're going to do this little part right here, putting glue on one side, and again, this little bitty glue gun works really good for getting in those places like that. And again, I'm going to just pull back, and that'll tighten that up and make it fall right into place. So here's how I did it. It's like it was opened up like this. I grabbed it with my fingers and I put the glue in, and then I pulled it apart just like this. Pulled it apart just like this with my hands.
Okay, see how this one right here is, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but if you look at it from this angle, see how this one is much bigger than this one right here? This is what I was talking about. And if you get this problem, what you need to do is put glue on this side and then stretch it to match that side, and then it'll even up just like that. Okay, so we're going to put glue right here. And when you have that big of a gap, your pillow, when you lay it out, is going to have extra up in here. You can pull right here as you're putting this down, and that'll pull that pucker back that way into the pillow, and then this way your edges all match up. And while that glue's still hot and moving, I'm just adjusting that so that the edges line up just perfect, and you get an edge that looks just like this. And this is a little bit higher up on this side. See how we have these puckers right here? That's okay, because when we stuff this, that's gonna go away. See how much room we have on this side? See that big old pucker? I don't know if y'all can see that pucker in there or not, but it doesn't lay flat. If I did it like, I don't know. It's hard to show y'all on camera, but there's a pucker like right here in the fabric, and it doesn't lay flat, like right here. See that pucker? See that wrinkle? Okay, and it's not laying flat. When we stuff that, that's gonna go away. So you wanna make sure these edges are all down, nice and even and pretty, just like this. See all those edges? And then this is the end we're going into with our stuffing. And then that way, all of this right here will take up all of that slack. If you just lay them down and you don't take that slack out and you just lay it down, you'll have one edge sticking out over here. And that's what a lot of the problems when other people try to do this without seeing this tip, then they get frustrated and don't want to make these again. But that's how you fix that. Okay, you guys, we just finished making these 2 beautiful pillows for my daughter's back porch out of Dollar Tree placemats, and these would have cost you at least $20 or more. We want to thank y'all for watching us here on the Crafty Art Shack. We hope you like and subscribe and give us that big thumbs up if you're liking our videos, and we'll look forward to seeing you again here on the Crafty Art Shack when we're doing some decorating and on a budget. Okay? We'll see you later. Bye! So join us again here on the Crafty Art Shack. I forgot what I was saying. And aren't they gorgeous? These would have cost you at least $20, and we made them for $4. And yeah. I forgot what I was going to say again. We hope you... videos, you give us a big thumbs up. Yeah. I don't know how to hold the hand. Give us a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Alright, y'all. We just made these 2 Dollar Tree pillows out of Dollar Tree placemats. And they're not Dollar Tree pillows. They're our pillows now. You guys, if you're liking our videos, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you again here on the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We will see you later. Bye!